If you're selling on Amazon, you're probably looking for a way to optimize your shipments into Amazon and avoid the new placement service fee that has hit sellers in 2024. So today I'm going to show you a system that I've built to choose what is the optimal way to send your inventory into Amazon. Should you send it SPD, LTL? Should you do partial shipment splits, minimal, or should you go with the Amazon optimized split? So I'm going to provide you with a link to this sheet that I've built that's going to help you determine where should you send your inventory, what is the cheapest from a cost per unit perspective. So on the sheet, what you do is when you're creating a shipment, you're going to go through each of these options here and copy how much it's going to cost. So SPD is going to cost 1707. So I'm going to put that into the sheet here underneath the Amazon pricing for Amazon optimized shipment splits SPD. I'm going to put that cost there for the shipping. Then we're going to go to LTL. How much does LTL cost? 1,058. I'm going to put that cost in here. And we're going to go through each of our costs for shipping for each of the locations, as well as put in the placement service fee. So for example, let's go to partial shipment splits. The placement fee is $910 for this location. So I'm putting in $910 for the service fee for East Coast. And that's both SPD and LTL is $910. Then we're going to go through and put in the LTL fee, SPD fee for each of these. And I've gone ahead and done that beforehand. And you continue on for each of the locations, each of the shipment types, continue on for minimal shipment splits. And you can see we've completed all of the shipping costs, and then I'll put in all of the placement fees. And then in cell B4, we've put in the number of units for the shipment. So this shipment is 7,000 units. We put that in here. You can also put in the shipment ID in B3 if you want to track this with your team over time. So now in column E, you can see what is the total cost per unit to send to this location. So we're looking for the cheapest option to figure out how can we maximize our profits, get the lowest cost per unit to send it to Amazon. In this case, it would be Amazon optimized shipment splits, LTL. So in majority of cases, if you see for your shipment, you have the availability to do the Amazon optimized split. That's usually the cheapest option. But again, you want to check your 3PL pricing as well. So let's say your 3PL charges more for pallets LTL than they do for SPD. You can go one step deeper and put in your 3PL cost in column C as well. So you can see SPD, we want to factor in boxes, the prep, pick and pack, whereas LTL, we want to factor in those same things, boxes, prep, pick and pack, but we also want to factor in the cost for the pallets as well. You know, some 3PLs charge for the pallet, and maybe even different costs for wrapping up the pallets. So we put in the 3PL pricing. For the sake of this example, I've left it blank, but for your business, you can put in 3PL pricing as well. And look at what is the cheapest cost per unit to send in. So like I said, in this case, we're looking at 15 cents per unit for LTL, Amazon optimized split. But you don't always get the Amazon optimized split for every shipping plan. So let's say this wasn't an option. Then we're going to go through the partial and minimal split. What's going to be the cheapest cost per unit? So you go down the list and look. Some locations is going to cost us 49 cents per unit. We definitely don't do that. Choose the cheapest. So in this case, 23 cents per unit to do partial shipment splits East Coast LTL. And that's again 23 cents per unit. This is what we should probably move forward with, where we should send our inventory. But another cheap option is the minimal shipment splits East Coast LTL. Now, what is the difference between those? Partial shipment splits, they're asking us to send 3 pallets, where minimal, they're asking us to send 1 pallet. So maybe after you put in your 3PL cost, let's say this is $300, and for 3 pallets, and this is $100 for 1 pallet. What is the cheapest option? So now it's like 1 penny off, right? What should you choose? Maybe you don't want to risk it by sending all your inventory in 1 pallet to one location. Maybe you think it's a safer bet to send your inventory to 3 different locations on 3 different pallets. Maybe the pricing is slightly different at your 3PL. This sheet will help you determine what you should do and what option you should pick to, again, maximize your profits. So I'll provide access to this sheet in the description below. You can make a copy of it and use this SOP and share it with your team to help them determine where you should send your inventory, what is going to be the most optimal location and method to send your inventory into Amazon. When we're looking at it from a cost per unit, we obviously don't want to pay more from a cost per unit perspective. We want that to be as low as possible, maximize our profits, and hopefully avoid this placement fee the best that you can. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Amazon videos in the future. Thanks.